thanks for coming along today. Now, as many of you'll know, this is my last night in the, well, yeah, not even night really, you know, I'm leaving pretty much as soon as I'm done here. Well, I've lived in this town for 27 years, so, you know, pretty much all my life really, yeah. And, you know, so I'm leaving tonight to, you know, finally pursue my lifelong dream of working in the film industry, you know, moving to London, so that's, you know, finally the way to go. I recognise a lot of people here tonight, you know, a lot of family and friends have turned out for this, and, you know, I'm grateful for that. And also a lot of people, you know, that you don't know so well, like you, the ginger woman, that I used to see a lot during my childhood. You know, used to see you all, you know, walking, you know, around town and things, you know, dropping your kids off at school and things like that. Never spoke to you, don't even know your name to be honest, but, you know, it's glad to see you here, if anything, you know, that's opportunity that we get to meet, so, yeah, thanks very much, and, yeah, well, I'm probably never going to have the opportunity to be here with you all again tonight, and, there's a few things that I want to say, so, what I've done is I've written a speech, I'll just get that out now, you know, so, you know, just a few things that I wanted to say about growing up here and living here, and yeah, you know, just a few things that I'll probably never get to say otherwise, so why not say them now, frankly, and, yeah, so here we go. So I wanted to start by saying what a vile, hideous town this place really is. We've got no cinemas, no nightclubs, no Wetherspoons. You know, they've even got rid of the fucking slides in the park now. You know what they put in the park now instead of fucking slides? Exercise bikes. Who's using them? Oh, no fun allowed, yeah? But if you want to use one of those exercise bikes that no one ever fucking uses and is probably covered to piss in rain, go ahead, yeah? No one's stopping you. Apart from fucking embarrassment. So, this is a town with no job opportunities. Shit public transport, you know. When they said in that episode of Yes Minister, when they were talking about public transport stopping at 6:30, they weren't talking about a hypothetical scenario, they were talking about fucking Shropshire, mate. A town so shit that the council advertises it as being a good place to walk at the train station. And it's not even true. You know, I mean, what are the sights around here? You know, just walk 10 minutes from the train station, and is that... I think that, yeah, that's Lidl, right, we can tick that off the fucking sightseeing list. Keep walking a bit further, you know, for about 30 seconds, what's that? You see over, yeah, that's Tesco, right, we can leave now, we've seen all the fucking sights. You know, and don't get me started on our MP either, fucking hell, he doesn't give a shit about this place, does he? And he was born here. You know, it just goes to show you, if anything, doesn't it, that just because someone's local doesn't mean that they're necessarily the best candidate for the job of being the MP, so... You know, well, I mean, I would say, you know, bear that in mind at the next election, but let's face it, it's a Tory safe seat, so you're not going to bother. Although, that being said, when your only choices are Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrat or Green, then who can blame you, really? They're all shit choices, aren't they? You know, maybe you should have voted for me at the general election last time when I was standing as Prime Minister. So, well, I saw someone once say that this was an 8 out of 10 place to live. They must have meant fucking minus 8 out of 10. Yeah, sure, maybe if you see all the green fields as you drive past, you know, you might say, oh, this is a, you know, 8 out of 10 in terms of looks, yeah? But think about it, maybe the fact that there's nothing there is foreshadowing the fact that there's nothing in this fucking town. So, you know, have you never thought about that? The cows and the fucking sheep in the fields are more active than this place. Honestly, I saw a cow having a piss when I was on the train the other day. You know, and that was contributing more to society than this fucking town, I tell you. Oh, and if you're getting the bus back, don't forget to get the 5 past fucking 5 bus back from Shrewsbury, because the fucking 6 o'clock service stops in Wem, you know, halfway through the fucking service, yeah. I mean, Wem, you know, another shithole in Shropshire, you know. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that Greg Davis came from Wem, then the whole fucking town would be a complete write-off. As if it's not bad enough that the bus takes an hour and a half to do a fucking 20-mile journey, it stops halfway through. I mean, what genius came up with that idea? Yeah, thanks Aviva, you fucking idiots. Oh, and by the way, don't you dare think about having a night out, because the last train back from Shrewsbury is 11:30. And, you know, and if you're coming back the other way from fucking Nantwich, you know, the last train used to be 11:20. Now, because of the fucking coronavirus shit that's been going on for the last nearly 2 fucking years. Apparently, Transport for Wales thinks that the latest they could possibly do, the train back from Nantwich, 9:30. That's what they think of us. 9:30. That's all we're good enough for. So, thanks for that. Transport for Wales. Oh, hang on a minute. Transport for Wales? Don't you go up to fucking Manchester as well? Shouldn't that be fucking Transport for Wales and half of fucking England? Honestly, you can't even get your fucking name right. How can we trust you to run a fucking train service, mate? And don't forget about the fact that it takes 3 hours to get to Market Drayton from here. 3 hours, to do a fucking 15-mile journey one way. I mean, what the hell are they doing? It's only 15 miles away, like I say, and you've got to get 2 1.5-hour buses just to get. You could probably get to fucking London quicker than that. It's ridiculous. And that's like what, 150, 160 miles away, something like that. So, what are they playing at? Yes, of course I'd love to come and visit you, Aunt Fiona. The only problem is, how the fuck am I meant to get there? There's that little here that I once had to travel all the way up to Liverpool, 40 fucking miles away for Christ's sake, just to take part in a speed dating event. Yeah, which also led to one of the worst nights I've ever had of sleep in the Adelphi Hotel. And, whereas if they'd had a speed dating event here, or, at least in the county, then the whole miserable event could have been avoided. At least they take pride in the fact that the Beatles came from Liverpool up there. What have we got to be proud of? Yeah? The fact we haven't won shittest town to live in awards, even though we should have won fucking all of them by now. The only reason we haven't won those fucking awards is because no one's fucking heard of the place. When I heard about Sir John Betjeman's poem that he wrote about Slough, I had to double check that we hadn't changed the fucking town name. Whilst we're on the topic, actually, do you remember that joke from The Office where he talks about how they dropped an atomic bomb on Swindon and it only did about 15 quid's worth of damage? Yeah. Well, if they dropped an atomic bomb on this town, then it'd do minus 15 quid's worth of damage. It'd be a fucking positive to the local economy, if anything. It would be better to have nothing here, everything damaged from fucking, a massive fuck-off explosion than fucking have it as it is now. And I merely mean that. And I say that as someone who grew up here. So, what? Oh right, my taxi's here apparently. I'll tell you what, let me just finish this last little bit that I've got to say and then I'll be, alright, just give me a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'd just like to say fuck you to my parents for bringing me up in this rotten turd of a fucking town. Yeah? My father was so traumatised by this place that he moved to Massachusetts when I was 10, half the fucking world away, just to get away from this shithole. Right, well, with that said, I'll be off now, and, I would say to enjoy your lives, everyone, but let's face it, you live in Shropshire, so you're probably not going to. And if you are, you're deluded anyway, so... What do you mean the driver's fucked off? I've only been a minute or two. Couldn't you wait But he's in his fucking car. He could turn the radio on, listen to a bit of music for a bit. It's not hard. All he's got to do is sit there doing nothing for a couple of minutes and I'll be right out. What's his fucking problem, eh? Get him back. Where's he gone? I can't fucking stay here now, can I? Not after that. I always said this place was underrated.